All right, what's up, reviewers? This is Smooth the Reviewer, and today I'm going to be talking about the final episode of Oshinoko Season 2. And boy, oh boy, is it a good one. This final episode of Season 2 is honestly the best out of this entire season. If not the best, definitely one of the best. It's like definitely I think the top 3 episodes of this season because it is just that good. It just reveals so much. At least for anime onlys, it reveals like so much, and it also the the animation and like the designs. It's so good. Like the animation is just so good in this episode, and it really is a really good season finale in my opinion. And I also just saw that season 3 is already confirmed. So, that's another plus for anime onlys. You're going to get a season 3, sometime in the next few years probably. And, this episode is not where this show ends for you. So, let's just go ahead and start with the beginning. So, the episode starts off right with the last episode. We saw Akane and Ruby had just found the corpse, and then we got Aqua here, like seeing the corpse for himself. So Ruby was in like an interrogation room here at the start. Just the police just asking like questions and all that. And I really like how Akane on the right here. I really like how she's just over here, actually helping the police. I'm pretty sure like in the manga there was like a shot with her like guiding the police like inside the cave where they found the body and all that. They didn't put that in here, but I really oh my god! But I really like that. I really just love the detective aspect to her. I just love it so much because she's just so good at it. But anyways, we finally get here to Ruby's like after the interview, and honestly Ruby this entire episode is just she's just down, man. Honestly, like she's like I really liked Ruby in this episode especially too because she's just down for like the whole episode because she just saw obviously Goro's dead body, so pretty much she's just making this sad face for the entire episode. And see, dude, look at it. It's just the design of the character, like the lighting and like the shading of like her hair and then like how dark her eyes are. It's just so good. I love the animation for this show so much. And so then we get this scene. Now, Akane fans, we ate good for this episode. This is what we have for anyone who has like for all of us manga readers, and us Akane fans, this is an episode that we have all been waiting for because you'll see in a second, huh? So finally, that we have Aqua and Akane. They're sitting here, alone on the bench, and basically throughout this entire conversation, Aqua is just apologizing. See, look, he says, "My apologies. I'm truly sorry." Like, gosh, this man. I don't even know if I want to count how many times this man apologizes in this one conversation. But anyways, Akane stands up here and she basically, gets on his back again about like trying to shoulder everything. Aqua has just he's always just been this guy just trying to do everything on his own, Ever since like the first episode, Aqua has always just tried to do everything on his own. He's tried to find Ai's killer. He's tried to protect Ruby, pretty much. And bro can't just take some weight off his shoulders. He can't just stop trying to do everything by himself. See, she even says, "Are you to blame for everything? Is it your fault if you can't protect anything and everything?" Aqua has a very strong sense of protection. Obviously with like Ai's death and everything, he can't. He's just trying to like Akane says, he's just trying to protect any and everything. And if he can't protect something, then it's just his fault. And obviously, that's not a good mindset to have, because you're just gonna end up continuously hurting yourself in the long run if you're thinking that everything is just your fault if everything isn't protected. So like if a freaking like if an animal or something like a wild turtle or something, if a wild turtle died, then Aqua is the kind of guy who would be like, God dang, why couldn't I protect that turtle? It was my fault. I know that is a very weird analogy right there, but bear with me. So continuing on in this conversation, Akane goes on and talks about how like it's only the murderer's fault and he's the one who deserves to pay. But then Aqua talks about, well, yes, it's technically not my fault, but it is my fault that I brought you here. So basically, Aqua also is apologizing for bringing Akane along, trying to like push her to, discover the corpse and all that. Because remember, in the other episode, he was telling her about his past life, about Goro, and he basically said that they were good friends. And he was basically trying to lead her to be like, okay, I don't know where this guy is. Can you please find him? Which I don't know how he was. I don't know how he was really expecting her to do that because he didn't really like. He gave her like small bits of information, but still, how is she supposed to find a guy that she doesn't even like know or even really care about? But and see that what I just said truly shines because she even says right here, I see that man was your. She literally says, I didn't do anything though. I just happened across it. So he's expecting her to find it on her own, but like she just found it by accident. And like, why would she even try to like investigate all that? I don't know. He's just it's just weird how he thought that. Anyways, so basically she says, yeah, I didn't find it on purpose, but again, he's still going on about how he's been using her. He basically admits it. He finally admits to her that he's been using her the whole time, and then she gets, down here and is like, yeah, I knew that. I knew you were using me, but I like it. I know you're using me, but I like it. And then we finally have Akane say, I can really say goodbye. And it's just sad. And it really is just sad for us Akane fans. It's sad. It was sad for her to say this, but hold on. So in the manga, I was actually confused by these lines in the manga, okay? So if you read the manga and then you go to this scene right here, I genuinely got confused because see, Akane is like talking here, but then she's also talking in her head. She's saying, what should I do? Stop. And the reason I was confused when I was reading the manga, because I was just like, who is saying this? Okay? Because like, I knew like Akane was obviously the one talking, but I was just like, but the way the manga is structured, it's like, it's easy. You can't really tell if it's Aqua telling her, like, if it's Aqua saying to himself, what should I do? Stop crying, or stop crying and all that. So I couldn't really, you can't really tell if that's Aqua talking in his head or Akane saying it to herself while she's talking out loud too. So I'm glad I finally got some clarification with this scene especially. And it's just so well done because she's over here just crying. And like she doesn't want to stop crying because she's over here remembering all of these nice moments. So see all of these, she has like a flashback moment right here, and she's remembering all like the good times she's had with him. She really doesn't want to let him go, but like she knows he has to let her go because these two. Because like again, these, even though I want these two together, I want them together, but I can see the point to where. I see her point where it's like he's just going to keep using her, but that's also just going to lead him to pain because remember he wanted to use her to help him find his father, and get revenge. But again, his revenge, that whole revenge aspect of him is what hurts him. It's what keeps him in pain. That's why he was in pain during the Tokyo Blade arc and all that, because of his mother. Whenever he remembers that stuff, or whenever he remembers her, he's always in pain. And like and then Akane here, being like the great detective she is, could help him towards that revenge. But again, that revenge equals pain for Aqua. So she understands that and is like, okay, I need to break up with you because you're just going to keep wanting to use me for revenge, and I know your revenge is hurting you, so we should definitely just break up. But that is not what happens. This is the best for us Akane fans. This is like the best scene right here, because Aqua walks up to her and wipes her eyes. He's like, I should have said this sooner, and he told her to stop crying. My revenge is over now, and the corpse has been found. This time, I want to protect you, Akane. And then my man grabs her face again, like they did during Love Now, and he kisses her. But he kisses her for real. This is a real kiss, and I am so happy about it. This is not fake. This is a genuine kiss, because he literally said, I want to protect you now. I don't want to go after revenge anymore. I don't need to find that corpse anymore. I only want to protect you. I want to be here. I want to be by your side protecting you. And that's sealed, and he steals it off with a kiss. One of the best scenes in the entire series by far. Especially for fans like us, for Akane fans like me and everyone else out there, one of the best scenes in the entire series. I love it so much. The only thing I will say, though, is that it was kind of rushed. So the thing is, I think the Tokyo Blade stuff took a long time, okay? I think you already know my opinions on that. I said it in a previous video. So I think that took away a lot of time, and so the main negative aspect I have of this episode, and this is literally the only thing that I have a problem with this episode, is that it feels kind of rushed. I feel like this scene, because this scene takes place, this is the very beginning of the episode, remember, and this scene, I don't even think it really lasts that long, just a couple, maybe 5 minutes. Okay, it's like 5 minutes, but it still feels a bit rushed in my opinion. I don't know. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel in the comments about that, but this scene feels just a little bit too rushed for me, and I think I know the reason why, and I'll get into the reason why is in later in this episode. But I wish the scene was just a bit slower, so that way just so the romance felt more real to me, felt better. I just think it would have felt better for me personally if the scene was just a bit slower, and then we could really enjoy this kiss. Because see, this kiss happens right here, and then the shot just kind of immediately goes up into the sky, fades out. So that is my one issue with this episode. But then we move on here. We get this scene with we go back to Ruby, and again, like I said, Ruby is pretty much just down this whole episode, and then she gets kind of these visions. I'm not really sure. She stole the thing off the corpse that belonged to Goro, and so I'm not really sure what these illusions she has here of Goro and I'm not really sure what that's about. But then we finally get the introduction of Crow Girl. Crow Girl is finally here, and I really like her too. I think, Okay, because like in the manga, later on in the manga, I'll just say this. This isn't really like big spoilers or anything. Crow Girl doesn't really do a whole lot, to be honest. To be honest with you guys, I think Crow Girl's introduction here is superb. I think the anime definitely elevated her introduction, but it's kind of a shame that like she doesn't really do that much later on. I'm just gonna be straight up honest. But for now, this introduction, I loved it. The way, especially her voice actor, whoever her voice actor is, great job. I like it. Like I like her voice, and I just like what she says and her line delivery. You took that from the corpse, didn't you? Did you by any chance have a close relationship with the doctor? And at the end of this, she's basically telling, Ruby is just like, bro, leave me alone, kid. I'm not trying to deal with you right now. And then the Crow Girl is like, I know what you want to know, and I like it. I like that scene. So then we get here where basically the group, yeah, I guess I can skip ahead here. So basically the group is like they're still filming like the last part of their music video, and they gotta film outside. And so Kana talks about how sometimes they'll film like summer scenes when it's actually winter, and they'll film winter scenes when it's actually summer. And that's definitely gotta suck. I wonder like how often that truly happens. I wonder if it's like mainly a Japan thing where like they often do this where they film in like they have to film like different things for wrong conditions, or if it's just like a worldwide thing. I don't know. Anyone knowledgeable on that, let me know how accurate this really is. Oh, I like this too. You guys see Memcho here? How she's like just whited out. So I don't think the show doesn't do this enough. This is another issue. Well, actually, this is kind of like a thing that's like fixed in this episode, and like also an issue with like the whole series, is that they don't really have Memcho doing this whole like out of design thing, because Memcho actually becomes out of design like a lot, or like the white design and like the funny faces. She actually does it a lot, but I don't think the show does it enough. The anime doesn't do it enough. And so basically, we go back to the Crow Girl here, where she tells Ruby that there were two guys, or two people. So one of them, this is the guy who murdered Ai and Goro, okay? But then Crow Girl basically tells Ruby that there was another person too. See, and the other guy, you said there were two of them. Ruby asks, who is the other guy? And Crow Girl is like, I don't know, figure it out yourself, man. I'm not trying to tell you everything. which is pretty funny. Crow Girl is kind of funny too. So then we get to this music video shot where I forgot this girl's name, but basically the director of the music videos and all that, she basically does like an analysis of all the girls. She talks about Kana and how she's cute and has like a good future. And then we also get some like Memcho line here where she basically says that Memcho isn't really trying to stand out and doesn't really have that pretty of a face, which is kind of a crazy jab at Memcho. But moving on from there, this is really the highlight of this scene right here. So Ruby is basically talking about how she will definitely get her revenge and all that. And I'll definitely slaughter him. So Ruby has gone fully to the dark side. This shot right here, amazing shot. Even in the manga, this was an amazing shot. It's kind of weird because I'm pretty sure in the manga the shot was like closer than this, but I guess they went kind of like wider with this in the anime, which is whatever. But basically, yeah, Ruby has the two dark eyes. She is fully succumbed to the dark side, and there might be no coming back. Honestly, there might not be any coming back for Ruby at this point, because now she knows that the person responsible for Ai's and Goro's death is still alive, and he's just out there living carefree. So there honestly may be no coming back for Ruby, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. But we'll just have to wait and see. And see, look here again, Memcho with like she's just white and like her her design. I really wish the anime did more of this. Because like in the first season, I don't think they really did it that much, and I hope they continue to do it like later on because it happens more in the manga too. So basically, moving past that, we get this scene here with Akane in the hot tub. So she's basically thinking about the whole trip and how, it's been like a crazy trip, but how, and Akane thinks that like it's all connected. So even now, even though the only reason Akane cannot figure out that everything that she's experienced is connected is because she just doesn't know about the reincarnation. Get 100% if Akane knew that reincarnation was like a real thing, like it's not just like believed to happen and it's like confirmed an actual thing, she would definitely be able to figure out that Aqua was Goro and then Ruby was Serena or Sarina, however you say her name. She would definitely be able to figure all that out. But then she goes on and talks about how basically she's officially dating Aqua now, not as cast members on a show, but just as a boy and a girl. And it's really just a cute scene. It really is a cute scene. And then Kana comes in here and tells her to get out because her face is all red, but obviously we know she was just blushing and all that. Porn, but I fell into a daze. You're going to be starring a movie. So basically, this scene right here, Kana basically praises Akane, and she literally admits that she's envious of Akane. She admits that she's jealous, which is really crazy. Because like just if think about it, just a few episodes ago, these two were about to like fight each other during like the Tokyo Blade arc. They were literally about to fight each other like head on, but now Kana is saying that she's like jealous of Akane. So it really is just an interesting contrast how these two can go from fighting to about to throw hands with each other to just having like a nice little interesting conversation in the hot springs. So she basically asks Akane, like, how long is she going to keep this reality dating show act up? Because, Kana still thinks that they're just dating just because of the show. She doesn't know about the kiss. But then Akane says it's no longer a reality dating romance anymore. Oh, that felt good. It felt so good to hear her say that. And I'm sure it felt really good for her in that moment to say that. Because we all know she's been wanting a real relationship with Aqua for like a long time now, and now she can finally say it to Kana's face. It's so funny because I'm pretty sure in the other episode, Akane mentioned how like Kana was like bragging to her that Aqua and Kana went on a date in the other episode, but now it's like, haha, I'm actually dating him now, so I love it. I love it. It's so good. So then we get to this scene where Ruby is asking, "Why do you think my brother became an actor?" So basically, they have this little conversation here where Ruby is trying to like basically probe Akane to like figure out, what her brother's up to and everything. And Akane kind of just lets it slip that he's trying to find someone. He's like the reason he's so invested in the entertainment industry is because he's actually trying to like find somebody and meet them. But then Akane is like, I probably shouldn't talk too much about this topic because she wants Aqua to forget about the incident. And, if Ruby knows everything, then that could bring Aqua's revenge back up and cause unnecessary trouble. But Akane is kind of too late with that. She tries to like play it off where it's like an actor Aqua wants to meet because he's like a trend chaser. But if you move on here, Ruby's not buying it. Ruby already basically figured everything out. So then we get this scene right here where they basically go to a shrine where if they pray, then it's basically an entertainment shrine, and they come here and pray to basically the god of entertainment, I'm pretty sure, and they all make their wish here, and and oh my god, this shot is so good. This shot is so good because Ruby says quickly finds the guy responsible for mom, and since it so she's talking about Aqua. She's hoping that Aqua finds whoever killed I and Goro. And this shot, this is just such a good shot. This is where I think us manga readers were expecting the season to end. You know, we were expecting it to end on like this shot right here, which they did, which the anime did like so well in my opinion. But see, then we actually get a surprise bonus feature. So we actually get to see the music video for Pop In 2. Pop In 2. We actually get to see the music video, and honestly, this music video it's all right for me. I think clearly like the best part is just how Ruby's eyes are just dark throughout this entire thing. And where is it? Where's that smile? Oh my god, where is it? This smile right here. I really want this. Oh, I think I really want this to be the thumbnail or something, because this shot right here, won't let you leave for a moment. Chomp, the line along with how Ruby looks right here, she is, oh my god, she is so dark. She looks like pure, guys, she looks like pure evil. I'm not even gonna lie to you. She looks like pure evil right here. It's not even a joke. She actually looks like she's about to murder someone. And they put her like this throughout the entire music video, because I guess like the final day of shooting, she had like the dark eyes on her and all that. And it's like, and you know what else? I think it's finally good, like Ruby is actually having something more to strive for, because basically this entire show, Ruby's only been wanting to become like the top idol and all that. And that was pretty much it. Ruby was like a very one-note character. Outside of the fact that obviously, I died and all that, she was very kind of like one note. But now it's like there's finally something more to Ruby, because, Aqua is obviously our main character and he gets a lot of the spotlight. But now Ruby's about to cook something. Us manga readers, we know what's going to happen, but I will just let you anime onlys know that Ruby is about to cook something up. Just wait for it. She is cooking something. So we finally got that music video, and basically the end segment here is just basically how it's been like, I think 6 months. We y'all will figure out who that is in season 3. We finally we see, Ruby is still kind of pretty depressed. Like when each of this is Aqua saying, when each of our endeavors begins making great strides, basically. And it's been 6 months. This is the story of the year. Where does it say that? Where is it? So, Ruby and I are second-year high schoolers. Kana and Akane, they're third years now. So, basically, I'm pretty sure it said it's been 6 months. And that's basically most of the stuff that's been happening. Akane has still been, like, trying to make it big. She's, doing good things. Kana is still, doing little stuff here and there, and like, all right, I gotta admit, that dress just looks really good. I really like that outfit. I gotta admit it. We get some more foreshadowing for later seasons. This the 15-year lie. That's just more foreshadowing. I won't get into right now. And then we get one more surprise ending. So if we go past the credits here, someone's dead, basically. So we finally get here to this last scene where we see this woman, basically, she like fell down the mountain or something, and she's dying. Like, oh my gosh, honestly, I thought the corpse was bad. I think this might be worse. They showed like Goro's corpse, but honestly, seeing this, for them to put this as the post credit of the last episode of the season, this is honestly more depressing for me. You murderer. So we don't know who this woman is. I mean, I know, but I'm not gonna say who she is. So this woman is obviously just died, which is like crazy. Like they just hit us. They really hit us with 2 deaths back to back. Basically, discovering Goro's body dead, and then this woman dead, and of course, who kills her? Aqua and Kana's father, and oh my god, Aqua and Ruby's father. Jesus Christ. Their father is still here and he's still killing. You know, I think it's crazy that they actually ended this season with this, but I think I can somewhat understand why. So this wasn't supposed to be in the season. Definitely not. So this is future material that they have right here. This is basically Aqua and Ruby's father. He just killed another woman. We don't know why, but he just killed her. Well, he probably killed her just because, you know, she was like special or something. Because if you see, look, she had the eyes. So if you guys see, she had the stars in her eyes, and then the stars went out as she died. It's the same as I. So we can probably just assume that this is just a similar situation to I, where like this woman just had the stars, and their father just wanted to kill her. So I think this is an interesting scene. So it's interesting that they chose to put this at the very end when this doesn't happen. This scene does not happen until like a good amount later in the manga. I think the reason they put this scene right here is just so we don't forget. Because if you're an anime only, then like, you know, we saw their father in like a previous episode, and then if they had actually stuck to the manga, you would not have seen him for like a while later. So I think they definitely put this scene here just so like they could give you just a little bit more taste of him, because, you know, as an anime only, I could see like why. Okay, wait, their father just showed up and that's it, or like he just walked past Ruby and that was it. So it's interesting. So I'm interested to see like what they're gonna do. Like, how are they gonna adapt the future scenes with him? Because again, this scene was not supposed to be here at this moment. So I'm wondering, what are they gonna do for like the future? I'm gonna just leave it at that. Well, I'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, season three is already confirmed, guys. Again, this was a terrific episode. And last point I want to make is, so like, remember when I said this episode felt like a bit too fast? I think it's because of the music video. So in the manga, the music video, they didn't actually show it. They did not show the music video. All we saw was like the file of it. And I think this is a reason, this is like where I think I would have been. I mean, it's cool that we got the music video, but like I said, I think the music video hindered the pacing from the Akane scene and Aqua scene from earlier, which I wish was like a bit slower. But hey, it's better to get it than not get it at all. And we got an actual music video instead of just like a file on a computer like the manga. So again, that's my main complaint about this episode. But besides that, this episode was terrific. Honestly, like top 3 episode of this season, probably top 5, or maybe top 5, top 7 of like the entire show. This is so good. I cannot wait for season 3. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. Tell me everything you think about this season and the first season. You know, manga readers, you know, you can comment too, but like, please no like major spoilers or anything, you know, obviously. But yeah, I just really want to know what you guys thought, and I will see you guys in the next season and the next video. All right, peace out.